What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts on a Monday morning. Very excited to get into this one. We're going to be getting into some reactions we missed over the weekend. Again, I've got very busy weekends at the moment, so I'm trying to get as much done in the week as I can so I can relax on the Sundays. This one coming to us from Cheed alongside Harmonize off his brand new Endless Love tape. It goes by the name Kondoki. Again, excited to get into this one. First time, I think, or second time reacting to Cheed on the channel. I like the last one we did, and obviously big Harmonize fan as well. I know there are a lot of Harmonize fans who follow this channel, so there we go. Exciting stuff. As always, friends, make sure if you are new to said channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. We've literally just hit 41,000 subscribers, so big up each and every one of you. We're now on the road to 50k, which is going to be a madness when we do hit it. So, without further ado, let's jump into this one. I'm excited to hear it. Let's go.
Ukweli konkusi Soldier Na yamisha kusudi Na unanukia gaudi
Instrumental on this is really nice.
Tingisha body
On the little horn line.
Chole chole Punguza ukate pole pole Nipe yote na kule kule.
Right from the jump, I'm loving this on an arrangement level. That bass line down below, very, very simple but very effective. Just do. Really, really simple. On top of that, you've got both vocalists kind of utilizing their kind of unique textures as they kind of flutter across the introduction with a few ad-libs. Loving how kind of lead the guitar is in this as well. That's kind of doing the majority of the melodic work across the middle of the frequency spectrum. This is sounding nice. Again, it's a collaboration we have seen before, and yeah, it's sounding good. Let's go.
Ina mabinuka Nipake mkongoda linikifunge kilemba Na nipige mecha mwaka Januari mpaka Disemba Sasa kumia tetisa baby
There are lots of things to like about this, man. Again, the delicacy of that lead vocal is very impressive. The way that it just kind of sits next to, but doesn't overbear the guitar lines, quite impressive on a kind of mix and mastering level. The fact the vocals are kind of maneuvering in and around the same area as a very prominent guitar line frequency-wise, and yet they're not overlapping, they're not kind of cancelling each other out, is a difficult thing to do. So hats off to, obviously, production team behind this one for making it doable. Again, loving the kind of rise and fall of this one. There's a really kind of, you kind of go up and down a hill the entire way you're listening through melody-wise. You kind of go and you're just going up and down that whole way through. And again, it adds that rise and fall feel, and it works really nicely.
Yeah, shit. Mama hicho kitovu bana ngozi nyororo na sura chota na watoka mapovu sana watasema mchana.
I love the fact they introduced the sort of typical one-drop thing as well of just removing the instrumental. Just no instrumental for half a bar, then straight back in. As a way of building impact and making kind of an appearance on a tune, it's such a good way of amplifying things. Great start for the second vocal line. And again, the transition between the two vocals, very nice. There's a lot going on in this tune, so keeping it kind of in control and kind of keeping it all wrapped up as one individual piece is quite a difficult thing to achieve, but they're doing it. So big up both people involved.
Maneno yangekuwa moto yashaniunguza rudini mukajipange anatoa gongo la mboto anaweka buza yani kwa muparange myunodi juu ya dali mtoto fundo kulamba kandi chanua chari chari kaishika na ilamba.
Hear how much is going on frequency-wise. Like that mid-range section where you've literally just got the guitars going like ding 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 ding, that sort of melody line. You've also got a vocal line on top of it, but they're not overbearing each other. I can't stress how difficult that is to do in this particular setting when you have got a more sort of higher pitched guitar line, and a guitar can sound very similar to a vocal when you actually put them next to each other frequency-wise, because you've got the kind of lower hum of the inside, essentially the vocal box of a guitar is the inside of the guitar, and then you've obviously got a vocal next to that which has a similar scenario. And it's cool just how they've been kind of processed together. Again, transitions between vocals have been good. A lot of energy and momentum in this vocal when you can hear that emotion really cutting through. It's clean, man, really clean.
Wakisema tuwape madole Ruksana ina watu chole Risasi tupu bila gobole yani akina lokole wakisema tuwape madole, ruksana ina watu chole, risasi tupu yani bila.
Sasa 19 baby, unalimimina la sifa lady.
Really nice. Bringing the additional kind of female vocal in there as well does just kind of amplify things. That higher-ended sort of sounding vocal adds a real extra level of colour to this, and I really like that. It's a nice kind of additional dash of spice on what has been, I want to say, quite a varied and full tune, but there's still an element of that similar sort of thing going through the middle. Like, it doesn't variate too much. Like, there isn't like an additional random saxophone or an additional flute line or some other kind of vocal-sounding instrument appearing. Like, it does all seem to stay in a very similar kind of position frequency-wise, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but adding that additional dash of colour there does take it to a new level. Good stuff. Something else I'm noticing about this as the tune goes on and on as well, there is a lot of kind of subtle harmony going on. There's vocal overdubs all over the place, but they've been done so subtly and they're so stripped back in the mix that they don't necessarily control the tune, but they do give it an extra sense of body and direction, which does work really well. It does add a sense of storytelling to this as an overall piece. Really nice. Ooh, loving those extra chords in the backdrop as well. Just talking a little bit rhythm-wise as well, the drums have been moderately safe the whole way through. That pretty typical drum line of do 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 do. That's a very kind of typical drum line. It's definitely something I've heard Harmonize kind of go over on a regular basis, and obviously when we've reacted to Cheed before, it's a similar kind of realm that I think we heard it in listening back. But again, this is a nice collaboration, man. Again, we get to see a good element of what Harmonize is all about. We get to see a good element of Cheed as well, and the pair work very, very cleanly. So yeah, good stuff. We'll let this one run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown, but a good way to start off the week. There we go. The sounds of this one, Cheed alongside Harmonize, a great way to kickstart the week. Now, one thing I will say about this, I wish it had gone in a couple of different directions. Vocal-wise, it's solid, but I definitely feel there's a bit more room to maneuver if they'd wanted to. That kind of brass line we heard towards the end, we could have heard that more scattered throughout the overall arrangement. That could have added that extra sense of direction that I was kind of craving listening through. It was like eating, you know what it's like? It's like eating a bag of sweets, but it's all the same flavour. By the end, you're sort of like, okay, I want something different. But it's when you eat just literally like a bag of wine gums, but it's all the same flavour of wine gums. That's the best way I can describe it. It's nice and it's enjoyable, but towards the end, you want something a little bit different to happen. So good for bringing in the brass line. Perhaps could have been brought in earlier, but overall good. Great vocal performance from both Cheed and Harmonize, both of them bringing, again, that range that we know they can. And production on this is very clean, so there we go. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this tune in the comments section down below. We do try to react to more Harmonize stuff, but a lot of the time it does get blocked. I don't really know why, but there's a thing whenever I react to Harmonize tunes, it gets blocked near enough instantaneously. Even when we chop them down, they're difficult to get online, so my apologies. When he collaborates with other people, we tend to be able to do it and make it work. But yeah, cool collaboration. As always, friends, do make sure you are getting involved with the channel if you enjoyed this one by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.